The glamorous world of celebrity life often paints a picture of perfection, lavish weddings, luxury honeymoons, endless smiles in front of flashing cameras. But behind the scenes, reality sometimes tells a very different story. For Dylan Wang, the beloved actor adored by millions across Asia and beyond, this reality came crashing down shortly after his fairytale honeymoon when an unexpected health scare left fans shaken, his new wife deeply concerned, and the entertainment world buzzing with questions. Not too long ago, Dylan Wang and his bride had given the internet a fairytale to obsess over. Their honeymoon was the very definition of luxury and romance: private villas, breathtaking beaches, and intimate glimpses of their happiness shared through carefully curated photos. Fans couldn't get enough of their stolen kisses by the ocean waves, candlelit dinners under the stars, and Dylan's ever-charming smile that seemed to declare to the world, "I've found the love of my life." Social media platforms exploded with hashtags like #DylanHoneymoonGlow and #CoupleGoals, as countless admirers celebrated the actor's journey from bachelor heartthrob to devoted husband. But just when it seemed like everything was perfect, news broke that Dylan had been rushed to a hospital, sending shockwaves across fanbases worldwide. It all started on a quiet evening when Dylan and his wife were scheduled to return from their romantic getaway. Eyewitnesses at the airport revealed that Dylan appeared unusually pale and visibly anxious. Sources claimed he clutched his chest at one point, whispering to his wife before staff quickly escorted him to a private vehicle. His face looked panicked, like he was trying to stay calm for her, but inside, something was terribly wrong, one witness shared. Within minutes, the couple disappeared from the public eye, only to reappear at a hospital entrance under the cover of security and tinted car windows. The moment Dylan stepped into the hospital, cameras managed to capture a fleeting image. The once relaxed newlywed looked visibly distressed, his wife holding tightly onto his arm, her eyes wide with worry. That single photo was enough to set off a storm across the internet. As soon as the first report surfaced, social media spiraled into chaos. Fans flooded Twitter, Instagram, and Weibo with prayers and speculations. What happened to Dylan Wang? Someone please update us. One user pleaded. Another wrote, "He looked so happy on his honeymoon. I hope it's nothing serious." Messages of support poured in endlessly. "Stay strong, Dylan. We're with you no matter what." Within hours, hashtags like #PrayForDylan and #StayStrongDylan began trending globally. Admirers refused to sleep, refreshing feeds endlessly for any update. Some even organized online prayer circles, while others created heartfelt fan edits reminding Dylan he wasn't alone. Inside the hospital, insiders reported a scene filled with urgency. Doctors rushed Dylan into a private ward while his wife remained by his side, visibly shaken but unwavering in her support. Security was tightened to keep paparazzi at bay, but whispers escaped. Some suggested exhaustion, others pointed to food poisoning or even an anxiety-related condition. One staff member, speaking under anonymity, claimed Dylan had been complaining of chest discomfort and dizziness. The doctors acted quickly because they didn't want to take any chances, especially given the stress celebrities endure after major events like weddings and honeymoons. That statement only fueled the mystery further. Was it stress? A health condition? Or something even more alarming? Perhaps the most heartbreaking image from that night was the sight of Dylan's wife sitting quietly in the hospital corridor, clutching his belongings. Dressed simply, with no makeup and teary eyes, she looked nothing like the glowing bride fans had admired days earlier. Observers noted how she refused to leave his side, even when advised to rest. She kept asking about his condition, holding his hand through every test and procedure, another insider shared. Her love and fear were written all over her face. This glimpse into their private life moved fans deeply. For many, it was a stark reminder that beneath the glamour of celebrity life lies raw human emotion, love, fear, and vulnerability. Hours later, Dylan's management team released a carefully worded statement. Dylan experienced sudden health discomfort after returning from his honeymoon. He was immediately taken to the hospital for medical evaluation. We assure fans that he is stable and under the best care possible. We kindly request privacy for Dylan and his wife during this time. The word stable brought a wave of relief, yet the statement left more questions than answers. What exactly happened? Why the secrecy? And most importantly, when would Dylan return to the public eye? If there's one thing Dylan Wang's incident revealed, it's the power of fan love. Within 24 hours, fan communities across the globe united. They trended messages of hope, organized charity donations in his name, and even lit virtual candles online. One touching message read, "Dylan, you've given us so much joy through your dramas and performances. Now it's our turn to give you strength. Please recover soon. We'll be waiting." For Dylan, whose career has been built not just on talent but on a connection with his fans, this outpouring of support could very well be the medicine he needs to bounce back. While the official statement urged calm, speculations ran wild. Some claimed he had collapsed due to exhaustion after a busy filming schedule leading up to his wedding. Others whispered about food allergies or even stress-induced panic attacks. Entertainment analysts weighed in, noting that celebrity honeymoons often involve long flights, jet lag, and irregular eating patterns, all of which could take a toll on health. People see the glamour, but they don't realize the physical and emotional pressure stars endure, one analyst explained. Still, the lack of clear details left fans desperate for the truth. For those who know Dylan Wang's journey, resilience has always been his defining trait. From his breakthrough role that turned him into an overnight sensation to the countless obstacles he's overcome in the entertainment industry, Dylan has never been one to back down from challenges. Fans are now hopeful that this health scare will be just another hurdle he conquers. Many have faith that he will return stronger, both as an actor and as a husband standing by the woman who refused to leave his side. The incident also raises questions about Dylan's future projects. With several dramas, endorsements, and international appearances lined up, will his schedule be affected? Industry insiders predict that his management might slow down his activities to prioritize his health. And perhaps, this forced break might be exactly what Dylan needs, a chance to rest, recharge, and focus on his well-being. Dylan's hospital rush serves as a sobering reminder to the public. Celebrities may live glamorous lives, but they are not invincible. They laugh, love, struggle, and fall ill just like everyone else. Behind every perfect Instagram post is a human being fighting unseen battles. This incident has sparked broader conversations about the pressure placed on stars, especially in Asian entertainment industries, where public image often comes before personal health. Many fans are now urging companies to prioritize the well-being of their artists over relentless schedules. As of now, Dylan Wang remains under observation, with doctors optimistic about his recovery. His wife continues to be his pillar of strength, proving that their love is not just about fairy tale weddings, but also about weathering storms together. Fans eagerly await his return, but more importantly, they want him to heal fully, both physically and emotionally. After all, Dylan's greatest gift has always been his ability to light up screens with his smile, and the world is waiting to see that smile again. To everyone holding their breath, refreshing updates, and whispering prayers, this moment is proof that love, both from fans and from loved ones, has immense power. Dylan's journey from panic to healing will one day become another chapter in his inspiring story. And when he finally steps back into the spotlight, he won't just be returning as a beloved actor, but as a man who faced a terrifying scare and emerged stronger, thanks to the unwavering love surrounding him. So, let us continue to send him strength, protect his privacy, and remind ourselves that even the brightest stars sometimes need time to heal. And if you want to stay updated on Dylan Wang's recovery, his upcoming projects, and all the moments of your favorite K-drama stars, don't forget to subscribe to K-Drama Spark, hit the like button, share this story with fellow fans, and join the conversation in the comments. Your voice matters, your love makes a difference, and together, we keep the spark alive. The shock of Dylan Wang being rushed to the hospital after his honeymoon left the entertainment industry reeling, and now the story has taken an even more emotional turn. Fans who thought they had seen the worst are now realizing that the drama is far from over, and every new detail is more captivating than the last. In the hours after the initial panic, Dylan's hospital stay became the center of a media frenzy. Cameras camped outside, fans lit candles, and news outlets speculated endlessly about what could have gone wrong. But beyond the headlines, what truly caught everyone's attention was the silent strength of Dylan's wife. She stood by him like a shield, refusing to leave his side even when doctors advised her to rest. To many, it was proof that their marriage wasn't just about glossy photos and luxury honeymoons. It was about raw, unshakable love in the face of uncertainty. Insiders revealed that Dylan's condition was caused by extreme exhaustion and dehydration, worsened by days of travel, irregular meals, and little sleep. He had ignored the warning signs, insisting on keeping up with his demanding schedule before and after the wedding. His body had finally cried out for rest, and his collapse at the airport was the breaking point. While fans breathed a sigh of relief knowing it wasn't life-threatening, the thought of their idol in such a vulnerable state broke millions of hearts. One nurse reportedly shared, "He kept apologizing to his wife, saying he didn't want to ruin their honeymoon memories with this scare. She kept telling him, 'Your health is more important than anything.'" They were holding hands even when he was being treated. That tender moment spread like wildfire across social media, with fans calling them the true definition of couple goals. But even with the diagnosis out in the open, questions remain. Will Dylan recover quickly enough to return to his commitments? Will this health scare change the way he approaches his career? Industry insiders say that his management is already restructuring his schedule, possibly postponing major projects to give him the chance to fully recover. This could mean months away from a screen, something that both saddens and excites fans. Saddens, because they will miss his presence. Excites, because it shows that Dylan is finally prioritizing his well-being, and a healthier Dylan means more powerful performances in the future. Meanwhile, Dylan's wife has won the hearts of fans in ways no drama script could ever write. Once criticized by a small corner of the internet for not being good enough for the star, she has now become a symbol of strength, loyalty, and genuine love. Comment sections across platforms are flooded with messages praising her devotion. "She's not just his wife, she's his guardian angel," one fan wrote. Another added, "If she can love him through hospital walls and sleepless nights, then she deserves every bit of happiness with him." The tide is turned, and now the world sees her not as the woman who married Dylan Wang, but as the woman who stood unshakably by his side when he needed her most. As Dylan recovers, fans have turned this moment into something larger than a health scare. It has become a movement. Fan communities worldwide have begun campaigns, urging the industry to protect the health of their idols. Many are also pledging to support Dylan by rewatching his dramas, streaming his projects, and sending him letters of encouragement. The love he's receiving right now is overwhelming, a true reflection of the bond he has built with his audience. But here's where the story gets even more fascinating. Rumors are swirling that this incident may inspire Dylan to take on a new kind of role in his career, one that reflects the very reality he just lived through. Some insiders whisper that scriptwriters are already considering offering him roles that explore the themes of vulnerability, healing, and love beyond perfection. If true, fans may see Dylan channel this terrifying experience into performances that will move audiences to tears. At the same time, his marriage seems to have entered a new chapter. What was once a honeymoon phase filled with glamour has quickly transformed into a deep partnership forged through challenge. For Dylan and his wife, the hospital corridors became their real honeymoon, proof that love isn't measured by luxury getaways, but by the courage to face storms together. That narrative has only drawn fans closer to them, with many saying this couple now embodies the kind of real love K-dramas only dream of portraying. For now, Dylan remains under observation, but doctors are optimistic. With rest, proper nutrition, and the unwavering love of his wife and fans, he is expected to make a strong recovery. His Management has promised to update the public, but they are keeping details guarded to ensure he gets the peace he needs. That hasn't stopped fans from waiting outside the hospital, holding banners that read, "We love you, Dylan, and come back stronger." The devotion is unmatched, the energy palpable, and the world continues to hold its breath for his return. This moment marks a turning point in Dylan Wang's journey. It's more than a headline. It's a reminder that even the brightest stars can stumble, that love is most visible when tested, and that fans truly hold the power to lift their idols back up. Dylan's panic may have sent shockwaves across the globe, but his recovery story is already shaping up to be one of the most inspiring chapters of his career. And when he finally walks out of that hospital, smiling once again, it will not just be a victory for him, but for everyone who stood with him through this storm. This story is far from over, and we'll be here to bring you every update, every glimpse, and every heartfelt moment as Dylan Wang continues his recovery. His hospital scare may have shaken us all, but it has also reminded us why we fell in love with him in the first place, because he is not just a star, but a human being who shines even brighter when surrounded by love. And now, to every fan watching this, your support means everything. Dylan's story shows us that love, loyalty, and hope can change lives. If you want to stay connected to every update about Dylan Wang's recovery, his marriage, and the world of your favorite K-drama stars, this is your moment to join the family. Subscribe to K-Drama Spark today, hit that like button, share this story with fellow fans, and drop a comment sending your prayers and strength to Dylan. Your voice matters, your love makes a difference, and together, we'll keep the spark alive until Dylan Wang is back where he belongs, lighting up the world with his smile.